Yeah, what's up with it? Do it cause I love it and I stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please, none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this, don't talk about it. Really on the move, on the map, never slip. Keep your hands to your lips, don't talk about it. Real eyes, real lies, all the time. Stand on it, if we said it, we don't walk around it. Loose lips, ain't ships, red cup, blue strips, new phone, who this? No, we don't allow it. Really on go, I don't know what's an off day. Now we on road, came from smoking in the hallway. Now we got
What's the deal?
Hello. I don't know.
What it do?
I switched over to Google Chrome and it didn't want to play, and it said it didn't want to play the intro. So, yeah. Thanks, Google Chrome.
It was late, but it played it. Took a while.
It took a long time for it to go, but Google Chrome on some other stuff. I guess it's cool because I don't typically use it. I don't know. But we ain't got time for them shenanigans today. Anyway, hello, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome back. Hey, Hope. See, I was finna text you too to let you know we was on. So, thank y'all for tuning in on what is this for some of us is a cold Friday. I don't know, it's warm downstairs, but it's cold upstairs.
Is that why it's bundled up like that?
Man, it's a little chilly up here. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's perfect downstairs. Upstairs, whole different world.
I like the color of that blanket. Can I have it?
This is your niece's blanket. I don't think she's gonna let you do that because you know that's her color.
I'll ask her. She'll give it to me.
Yeah, right. Right.
How's everybody doing? What's up, good people?
Yes, if you have not, please like, share, as well as subscribe. Yep. Tell a friend to tell another friend to tell another friend to tell another friend. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, your sister, your cousin, all them different people. Break it down. So, as you see, we have all the squad intact today for our Friday. On our first Friday, everybody is back. Folks been on hiatus since they partied for their birthday, and then they've been incognito, but I ain't gonna say no names. So, but they is here.
Hey, Shando.
Yes,
I don't know who you talking about.
I missed y'all.
Put a tag on.
So, what's good, DA?
What up? What's up with everybody? How y'all doing?
Hey, get in there, man. What's your temperature up there?
You don't even want to know.
Yeah, I probably don't, because y'all be freezing.
It was snowing this morning. It snowed this morning.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we got like 3 inches of snow. Yeah.
Can I get pictures, please?
I was just trying to get to work. Fuck all that taking pictures shit. I was just trying to highway. What?
Yeah, because y'all still got to drive in it.
Yeah.
It's another.
And folks don't know how to drive when it's dry. So you add in snow and sleet. Yeah.
That's one thing I'm gonna say about good old Texas. Let one little old dropper
shut the city down.
Hit the ground. We shutting the city down.
Shut it all down. Ain't nobody going nowhere. The children ain't going to school. I was in Philly, it snowed, and I was like, oh, what I'm hearing. And it was like the children waiting for the bus. I'm like, and all this snow, they're like, they better bring their asses to school. I'm like, oh, okay.
They don't care. What you mean?
They say we don't stop it. I'm like, damn, in Texas, it might just say chances of snow and a few flurries. No school, tell it turn, it's a snow day. We be like, hallelujah, amen. I'm going back to bed.
Nah, it was not at some parts. It depends on if it's over like certain inches. They'll do like a 2-hour delay. But now them kids are out there waiting on the bus in the snow.
Okay, well, hey, the day gotta go on. But just FYI, DJ, What's good? I don't really consider Dallas part of Texas because y'all be on that S up there, and y'all don't believe in
Dallas.
Well, up there, up yonders.
It takes me an hour to get to Dallas.
Up yonders where you are, because they don't like shutting down. I remember when I lived up there, they wanted me to come to work. I said, "Who?" Baby, I'm from San Antonio. We do not drive in these conditions.
I'm sleepy.
You better wake your.
I almost didn't make it.
Boy, look here.
But I wanted to see Larneka.
Well, I'm so glad, brother. I'm so glad that you wanted to see me. And again, thank you so much for your special guesthood, because you was awesome. We appreciated you for the trauma and grief support group. We appreciate you.
I appreciate that. I see y'all next week. Is it next week?
Yeah, I try to do it early because the holiday. I know, like, people gonna be holidaying and line. I hope to be line myself.
Speaking of the trauma and grief group, this conversation that we're about to have tonight kind of lines up with it.
Perfect segue. Perfect.
Okay, what are we talking about?
Well, hold on. Of course, as y'all see, we have the house therapist in the house, Larneka.
How y'all doing? Thank y'all for having me.
Yay.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So,
it's my last one for the year. Look at that. I feel like crying. It's the last one.
Yes.
For 2025. The year is checking on out of here. Praise the Lord.
It is good. You know, you've been rolling with us over 2 years now.
It's been 2 years.
I saw a flyer and I said, damn, it's been 2 years already.
Y'all ain't got rid of me yet. I must be doing something right. Y'all still got my number. I ain't been blocked.
Look, you ain't ran away from Dee-J and D.A. yet, so we doing good.
We doing good.
What the fuck that's supposed to mean?
Meaning she's still here.
I'm still rolling with the crew. I am still rolling with the crew.
Run away from us. The hell?
We think it's thieves.
I'm part of the family.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's in that cup?
What you say?
What's in that cup?
Oh, it's that what's the name? That that Nunya.
Yeah.
Why you in everybody's cup?
You drinking?
I got water. Y'all can't even see my cup. I got just plain water. No okra water tonight. I just saved that for in the morning.
No,
that's some okra water. If you got inflammation, if you got gut issues, they say it helped with other arising. Is I'm saying that right? It helps stimulate some stuff. I don't know about that.
Yeah, it helps stimulate your booty hole because you're gonna be shitting all night.
That's what I need, Jesus. Amen. I need to cleanse my colon.
Your colon gonna be hollering.
I need to cleanse the colon, Father. Amen. All that stuff I ate for
we are here to talk about holiday grief.
I be grieving when I can't. Amen.
Yo, hey. When you been on the toilet, it's gonna sound like a goddamn a Hellcat.
Help give us some slide, huh? Give us some slide.
That's what I need. All black.
The way that all that slime look,
clean
it's gonna be very slippery.
Get you some okra water, put it in the fridge overnight, put a little lemon in there, drink that bad, but drink it. Don't worry about the thickness and the slime, just drink it.
Nope.
Hey,
I agree to do it.
Those are that is a recommendation of Larneka and Larneka alone. That does not reflect
the views and opinions are not part of TK Chronicles.
No, it's not.
I holler at my page. Y'all check my page out. I'll give you all the health benefits of drinking that okra water.
He's gonna have you drinking some weird.
Look here, if you need to go get you about 2 little spoonfuls of some Metamucil, go and stir that up in your drink and go about your business. They even got it where it don't have no taste to it. So you can stir it up in your coffee, in your milk, whatever you drink, there you go, and call it a day. All that okra water.
Get that, what is it? That magnesium,
citrate.
Yeah.
They got that too. Well, I bought the wrong one. I didn't buy the citrate. I don't know which one that is. I
Man,
got a
look,
magnesium. It don't make
that
me poop. It
magnesium
just
have you.
relax.
You'll be calling on the Lord.
Jesus.
Clean
Help
out
me,
your
Jesus. Help me,
colons,
Lord.
black people. Black people, clean out your colons. We eating all them fat backs and chitlins and stuff. And wait till the new year. You're gonna be eating them black-eyed peas and them chitlins and hog miles and all that stuff. Clean out your colons. Save your life. Take something. Clean your colons out. Amen.
Yeah, after y'all ate all that Thanksgiving food, but yeah, go
All
on.
that thing, that pie still in there. Go and clean that out. You know, all that pie. Go and clean it out. Clean your colons out. Save your life.
There you go. Gotta clean it out. Some of us is at colonoscopy age, so
Trust. I got 2 more years for I have to do it again, or 3. They said 5 years. That was not a drinking. That stuff was not fun. After drinking this stuff I've drank with this okra water, I think I can handle that stuff again. I think I can drink it like a champ.
Yeah, you drinking that. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. So here we are on this first Friday. Today's topic is holiday grief. Usually a lot of people go through the motions, dealing with grief due to losses, especially family members and such. I would tell y'all this fucking Thanksgiving was shitty. This was the worst Thanksgiving I ever had in my life. It was horrible. It was horrible. Horrible. Can't say that enough. It was fucking horrible. It was just a whole crying disastrousness. It was horrible. The food was good as hell though, so I ain't mad at it. Thankful for the that came by and celebrated with me, but most of us was all on the same page as missing my dad this year, so it was fucking horrible. But nevertheless, here I ain't gonna tell you I'm looking forward to Christmas. But hey, I'm here. And we gonna provide y'all with some information and tools to hopefully get you through. This session is not going to erase or eliminate your grief. These are tools to help you get through it. Because, baby, I needed a life jacket, a vial, a lifesaver, and every damn thing else at that point. So we're going to let Larneka do what she do. So Larneka got to tell us what in the hell is this awful ass thing called grief?
Ooh, this grief, this holiday grief, you know, whenever we have a loss, and remember, it doesn't have to be death. It could be divorce or a breakup. It could be that you just hadn't seen somebody for a while. Like sometimes family, they kind of drift apart. I couldn't imagine myself, but I know that it happens in families that somebody get mad at probably the last Thanksgiving. Y'all got mad and I ain't going over there this year. And you know, you may feel a loss, like, wow, we really had a family split. Apparently on social media, family members showing they fights during Thanksgiving, people fighting and carrying up. And you done brought my child over here, and we divorced, and the new girlfriend show up or whatever. Baby, they was doing the most. Okay, so after this Thanksgiving, a lot of people might be estranged from their families for next year, or maybe even right there at Christmas. But any loss, financial hardship, there was a lot of ups and downs, whether people was gonna get their SNAP, the price of groceries. Some stores said, hey, we're gonna, bring it down for the Thanksgiving items, and they had some stuff, but a lot of people, there's a lot of difficulty financially. I mean, it just is the way this world going, and that could bring you some grief for the holidays. Trauma, anniversaries, maybe the anniversary of something may have happened, maybe something happened to you, car accident, fire, or something, or major life changes. Now, grief, we feel the pain and the loss, period. It don't wait until just the holidays, but it can intensify during the holiday season, as we kind of mosey along. And TK, you kind of gave the unfortunately, the good example of that, because we know your story. We know you've been coasting, and you said Thanksgiving was the worst Thanksgiving you ever had. Because everything you felt intensified in that particular moment, right? And so the holidays, a lot of people may kind of coast during the regular times of the year. They kind of deal with it, manage, keep going. Yeah, they feel sad. They may go through different stages of grief, but they kind of coast, and they kind of like, I'm moving, I'm going to work, I'm going to school, I'm doing all the things I need to do. But it's the holiday season that typically slows people down enough to feel that loss. Family come together, somebody ain't there. Maybe the financial stuff, like you said, last year we had beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkey, ham, you name it. And this year we just had a can of Spam Jesus. Amen. That's all we had, and some Kool-Aid. Hey, that's real for some people, And so that is what the holiday grief is typically. The grief that's intensifying during these holiday seasons. It's always there, but it's like you feel it, you notice it. You notice somebody ain't there. You notice something is different, or you're not with your family. If y'all was one of them folk falling out during Thanksgiving and fighting and carrying on and all that. Maybe the divorce. I used to go to whoever family, and now they say I can't come around anymore because we ain't together. And I ain't, so it's a lot. People feel these things. People feel these things during this time.
Definitely. And I thought I was doing good. I was in my element. Start cooking. I was good. I was good until I started making my daddy's dressing. And I did a taste test, and it was like exactly how he would do it, and I just lost it. After that, it was just a whole ass crying space for a whole about 2 days.
Yeah. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. And so some of the signs and symptoms, emotionally, you feel the sadness, loneliness, maybe even anxiety for how is this day going to go? My loved one not here. I'm not financially capable. I can't do what I used to do. What is this day going to look like? Is it going to be a good day, or even anxiety about, am I going to break down? Got people coming. I got to be strong for everybody, quote unquote. Am I going to be able to handle that? And so that may make you anxious and make you overthink stuff and make you feel a bit more emotional. Excuse me. Some people might feel guilty because they are celebrating. What was that on? That was on the good times. I'm thinking about, what was that? That was Michael cussing people out. What y'all partying for? They was at the repast having a good time. Some people feel like just because you lost somebody that you have to mourn and not celebrate nothing, and really that's, it's your choice, but it's okay to celebrate. If it's a birthday, a holiday, if y'all normally toast it up or do whatever you doing for holidays and your loved one not there, do it in their memory, in their honor. If they were here, they would want to celebrate and have a good time. I know for years when my grandmother passed away, Thanksgiving meals was her. My mom would go get my grandma, my great grandma, and bring them to the house. Baby, they be finished cooking. That kitchen would be smelling so good with all that dressing and macaroni and cheese and all that other stuff. And so now I'm the person that makes the macaroni and cheese. Although I was disappointed with my macaroni and cheese this year because it stayed in the warm and dried out. I was upset. I was like, damn it, y'all ain't see too many pictures of it because I was ashamed. But but we would cook and we'd think about my grandmother. We would talk, me and my mom. Oh, Grandma Bummy was here. She would say this, or she would do that, or she would enjoy this. So we kept her alive by, just her memory of how she would feel during this time, or what she might think when we doing this, or the kids, my sister kids and stuff like that. Sometimes people, you talk about Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge or the Grinch, they pissed. They ain't F Christmas and buy humbug for real. Those are some signs. Maybe they were joyful and cheerful before, and now they're grieving. They like, don't ring no damn bells around here. I don't want to hear none of that. Charlie Brown Christmas, turn it off. Anybody want to watch it? You're not looking for it. And physically you could be have a lot of body aches and fatigue. Sometimes we think it's arthritis or the cold, but it could be the grief that's affecting us physically. Changes in appetite. not being able to sleep. Insomnia keep you up all night. Let's see if the Christmas Story on. They run that Christmas Story out. They used to run it all night.
Yeah, they do. I watched it last night.
for the insomnia people, give them a chance to do that. You know, and some may take on overtime because they don't want to have the holiday time. It's like, oh, I can work, or they might go work UPS or whoever doing some seasonal work just to try to avoid the slowing down that the holidays usually bring. They keep themselves busy. It's like, well, it's Christmas. Well, I can go work a double shift. I can go work at whatever and do this, you know. Also, with it being winter now, I was opening. That wasn't my bottle I was opening. But the holidays, you get around the liquor stores, you can't even get in there.
Did you just bust out like that for real?
I really ain't mine. I got water. I'm drinking okra water. But nevertheless, no judgment here. But people might engage a little bit more. They the eggnog. What's in the eggnog? They put in the eggnog. They got more other stuff than the eggnog. You know, they drinking. This is Christmas. Merry Christmas. Everybody, you know, they toast for Christmas and they toasting for real. You know, so those are some of the signs and symptoms that one could, you know, observe if they're trying to figure out, am I dealing with holiday grief or is my loved one dealing with holiday grief? You know, how do you know? One way we can help ourselves is by knowing signs and symptoms.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. Like most people only look for the tears, but they miss the extreme happiness or the overindulging in certain things. You know, that's a major coping mechanism that people don't even pay attention to. So I'm glad you pointed that out. Like people that, you know, just overindulge in certain things or seem more happy than usual because of holiday grief. So pay attention to that one.
True that.
Maybe trying to fake it till they make it type of situation. Yeah.
Because I was like I said, I was doing good. I was, you know, cracking jokes on Facebook, posting all the little Thanksgiving don't do's and all that other stuff. So I was doing all right until that one little moment. And woo.
Yeah. And you know what? It'd be like that. And I would tell anybody that's going through it, allow yourself to go through it. Because it's always the avoidance of those feelings and those emotions that can mess you up. If you try to stuff it and be busy or drink your whole day or whatever the case may be, it's still going to be there and it'll be worse, you know. So allow yourself to feel it. I don't know, you know, just thinking about my grandmother and how we would do with Thanksgiving for sure. It was years. Now, my grandmother, it'll be 35 years in January that she's been deceased. And it was a long grieving road. Now, you know, and grief never truly ends. It just gets a little easier to deal with. Triggers will come, you know, they'll come when they come. Sometimes it's difficult to deal with those triggers, and sometimes it'll be easier to deal with those triggers. You know, I don't remember what it was, something. And I must have cried up in here. And like I said, my grandmother had been gone. It'll be 35 years. So this was like maybe a couple of years ago. I think it was my health condition. When I found out I had cancer, now I was already just over everything when I found that out. And then, I don't know, I was thinking about my grandmother. And I think it was definitely Christmas. I remember that. Matter of fact, it wasn't cancer. There was a car wreck. Been through a lot. There was a car wreck last year. Thinking about my grandmother, thinking about Christmas, I'm crying. I can't even put up my own Christmas tree. You know, it was, I felt that. I surely felt that. And it's okay. You know, this year, thinking back on it, I'm kind of laughing like, child, I ain't need to put up no tree. Nobody comes here. You know, I was fussing about, you know, that. But I think it's okay. It's okay to feel everything that you're feeling. Don't displace your emotions, because a lot of times it's not just tears. It could turn into anger and rage. You're mad because the children got the Christmas stuff. They riding it up and down the sidewalk laughing and playing, and you're mad. Child, you know, mad about that. People having a good time. Folks want to go out and hang out. People mad, you know. relax. There are some good coping strategies out there. You know, the world didn't do you anything. Don't be mad at the world. Just understand why you're mad and try to manage that anger. You know, give yourself permission to feel all of that stuff, right?
I want to
I
talk
think
about coping strategies. I'm sorry, go ahead, yeah.
no, I was say I think the biggest issue when it comes to grief and especially grief during the holidays is that people, well, I'm gonna just say in our community, it's frowned upon when you go through these changes. Like if you like, I'm gonna use TK for an example. The way she broke down, people look at her like, why is she doing all that? He gone now. Or the flip side of that is, um, she wasn't like that when he was around. Or and this is stuff that I've heard, and I kind of laugh because it'd be our own people saying it to you. It's like, but to me, I look at it as that is them doing transference, their feelings
Mm-hmm.
and placing it on you. And we do that a lot in the community, in our community, versus just addressing our own means or ways of grieving.
Definitely, definitely. When people tell you, you know, are you? It's been whatever amount of time you still grieving. You know, you still upset. It's been however long, and I think a lot of people do that because they can't handle it themselves, so they are projecting. They're projecting their stuff onto you.
Yeah. Hmm. That's why you're sitting up there with the Linus blanket, TK. You need that little hug. I like that blanket.
No,
Um,
it's chilly up here. I told you. It's chilly up here.
Gotcha. That's good though, DA. That analogy that you just used, and it makes a lot of sense. You know, a lot of times, for me personally, you know, we overlook that, transference or the deflecting. But yeah, man, that's a good point. That's a good thing to pay attention to as well.
And then it's another thing. This happened at Thanksgiving. Um, I was in Orlando with my family and stuff like that, and um, I was talking to my cousin. He lost his father a long time ago. Like it's been a minute, and how he lost him was his dad was in prison, got out, then ended up going back in, and like I want to say he still went to go see him like a week before, and like a week before he passed away, and then he passed away. But we was just sitting there talking about it because everybody know that my father passed away recently, and we're just talking about it, and he said it is. He was asking me a question about. He said, "Why do I still go through things like he's gone, like he died yesterday?" And I was just like, "Well, one, because you're still grieving. Like you got to understand that part of your life is no longer there, and then on top of that, you gotta. It's like a a reckoning for us of our own mortality. Like we start realizing like, okay, we're getting we're getting close. Or like they said in life, we own debt. So it's getting to that point. So it's grief is complicated, but the point I was trying to make is it's continuous. It's continuous, and it's not linear. It's not like, oh, you're gonna be angry for a couple of weeks, and then you're gonna be happy, and then you're gonna accept it. No, 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 no. You might be happy and smiling and laughing one day, hell, 1 minute, and then next thing you know, you mad because why he ain't tell me that, or why she ain't say that, why this didn't happen, why this didn't happen, and then you go back to accepting, and it's just like a continuous cycle until I hate to say it, until we go to join them.
Yeah. I think another experience I've had since my dad passed is my kids are more clingy to me right now. It's like they are trying to create moments and have those experiences with me because, of course, we never know the time or the hour. But I know, especially my baby, Nay, is definitely that with me right now.
And I think that's to be expected, like you said, because no one knows the day or the hour. And when you're, even when you're little, um, you know that your loved one is gone. And when you can truly recognize, like, wow, they're really not coming back, I think it puts a fear into people or a concern, like, well, who's going to be next? I don't want to lose my mom or my dad or whoever. My niece and nephew, their great grandmother passed away. Oh God, it may have been 4 and 5. And then when I found out I had cancer, I remember riding with my little niece. Lord, she was gonna take me to Jesus because I was like ready to bawl my eyes out. I said, like, she was scared. Like, her Gigi had just passed. I found out I had cancer and I was crying. And so she was trying to figure out what's going on. And I don't know if she made any kind of connection that life and death, something could happen to my nana. And I remember I said something about Jesus. She was like, what you doing that for? I'm like, wait a minute now. I'm good. Like, I'm okay. I'm gonna get Nana gonna be all right. But I think and look how little she was. And so I can imagine with, older kids and grown kids, we kind of go through life just like whatever. And then when death shows up at our doorstep with one of our loved ones, it makes us kind of like, whoa, this is something real. And we can have a fear or concern that who's going to be next. Let me make certain that I can appreciate, my parent, my whoever other relatives, appreciate them, take time with them, and, be there for them as much as you can. And really, that's all you can do, period, in life. Just enjoy your family, enjoy your loved ones. Do what you can. Life and death happens. We have no control over it.
And that's why I believe and heard that's why when it happens that way, like a grandparent, the grandkids tend to cling to the parent more, and that's their way of coping with it. That's their way of dealing with the grief because they're looking at you as far as an example of, okay, it's okay for me to feel this way. It's okay for me to feel sad. It's okay for me to cry. It's okay for me to do this. And they're clinging to you for that confirmation. Because it's like it's a cold world when you have to grieve alone. That's one thing that a lot of people don't talk about. Like when you don't have nobody, and that's part of the conversation that me and my cousin had, because it's just him. And so when his dad died, that was it. So a lot of his grieving he did in silence. He did in a silo by himself. And I mean, luckily, like, he knew he could talk to us, but it wasn't like he had somebody he can, like, in his world at that time to help him walk through it. And that's another aspect that's rarely talked about.
Yeah, that's a real sad situation to be in. And just know that there are support groups out there. I have a monthly group. They have groups that meet weekly. Some groups meet in person, depending on where you are. A lot of people have gone to virtual because it can reach so many people in areas that may not have the resources to have a group. So if you are alone, just think, there are groups, there's resources that's out there. We get a lot of different people that come, people who I truly don't know, and some people I know, and they share, and they may often say, "This is the first time I've talked about it." That's why I really enjoy having special guests to come and share their story, so they could see people and be like, "Oh, okay." If this guy, we seen him, going to Chicago with the whiskers, and he telling us his story, and people can relate. One thing I can say for sure, everybody I've had, TK, even when you came on there, people can relate some kind of way. They can relate. You touching them where they are, they can relate, and I think that is helpful. I think having an outlet, even if you don't have loved ones around you, even if it's just social media, something good and healthy, not some of the other stuff they got out there. But I think that can truly be beneficial if you are navigating this thing by yourself. Just know that there's help out there. And so what can you do to cope? What can you do to cope? If you realize I'm grieving, the holidays is hell, I don't want to buy a humbug, I don't want to see it, I don't want to, deal with it, but I recognize that it's something. What can I do? Like I mentioned before, it's okay to feel what you're feeling. If you're not feeling it, it's okay. Do what you got to do for self-care. My go-to always, if I'm in a funky mood, if I'm feeling away, I'm not going to just lay in the bed and just cry. Now, I might allow myself that moment to do that, but I want to practice self-care. A lot of times people say, go out and do something. If you can, okay. But sometimes you can't. So pour into self. Take that hot bath. There's been plenty of Dr. Till bath days that I just cried in the bathtub, child. Ain't even no shame in that one. That's been plenty. Now, a lot of times people will be leaning on you. Maybe you do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep busy. I'm going to be a part of this group. I'm going to be a part of that group. I'm going to do extra stuff. And maybe you're just not feeling it because you're dealing with something. It's okay to say no. I don't feel like doing it. Oh, come decorate this with us. We decking the house. I don't want to I'm not doing that today. It's okay. Don't feel guilty because you're always there. You're the person. What they're gonna do without you, they're gonna keep doing whatever. They're gonna get somebody else to do it, or it ain't gonna be done, and they're gonna be all right. Adjust or skip traditions as needed. Now I'm gonna say this one. I'm proud of my cousin and my aunt. My uncle passed away 3 years ago on Thanksgiving. And it's been, a tough road since then. And this year, my aunt, my cousin said, we ain't coming to dinner. We're going to hit Delta Down. I don't know if that's the one they went to, but they went to the casino and they stayed and did what they did. They changed their tradition. It's like, wow, okay. I know some other people went on a cruise. Went to a resort for Thanksgiving. Folks, for Christmas, they say, hey, my loved one's gone, or whatever the case may be, I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to go do something different. We're not going to just eat the turkey and the cranberry sauce and all that stuff. We want to go to Disney World. I don't know. They want to, I ain't cooking this year. I'm going to go eat at Luby's. I don't know, whoever opened, Golden Corral. Do something different. Who said we have to be at home cooking? You can do, you off. You can go do what you want. Some people did something different. They was cooking something, child. They was like, we ain't eating turkey. We frying fish. We're going to do it. Do that if that's what you want to do. Have your fish fried for Thanksgiving. Amen. Ain't mad at nobody. You can create meaningful rituals. Now I know one year we actually went to my grandmother's house. Now at one time people were staying there. We had rented it, then they started renting it, and the house was just kind of there. And so they was like, hey, let's go have Thanksgiving at grandma's house. And we did, and shared memories, and kind of, this room is this. We remember when my mom and them grew up, blah, blah, blah. We went through all that. We did that. You can make certain that you have a favorite dish. Like I said, I'm the macaroni and cheese person now. So that was one of the main things my grandmother cooked. If there's a picture or ornament, something, memorabilia of your loved one, make certain that you can have that out. And you can journal. If you start feeling sad and get caught in negative thoughts, you can start, practicing gratitude. We always tend to focus more on gratitude during Thanksgiving. I'm thankful. We can do gratitude any day of the week, 365 days of the week. You can start a memory journal. That's something that you could do as well. Protect your energy by setting boundaries. Limit time at events, especially if you do have a strange family. If y'all really ain't getting along like that, you really want to mess with folks because you don't want to be one of them people on TikTok fighting at Thanksgiving and tearing up the table. Just go to pass through. Some people feel like, well, I don't like my aunt, but my grandmother, I don't want to miss her. Well, you can go in and tell grandma, hey, and you ain't even got to sit down and eat nothing. You go give your grandmother some love and keep it moving. Whatever that looks like for you. Reach out to safe people, make those connections, like you said, if they have some grief support groups available. If you feel like therapy will be helpful to you, wherever state you in, see if there's a therapist available. There's plenty of them available. So you go get your EAP. Get your EAP. I know that as a therapist myself, I've been getting a lot of EAP referrals to bring them. I'm here for it. Because if you work somewhere and your job got that EAP, baby, use that EAP. You paying into it some kind of way, go on and use it. And grounding is always important.
Yeah.
Whether that is breathing exercises or, stretching, doing the 5 senses. What can I see, smell, taste, touch? Whenever your mind get into like this deep, depressive, negative thoughts, how can I bring myself back up? Start focusing on some other stuff. Stretching, going for a walk if it ain't freezing cold outside. A warm shower, some aromatherapy, music, like we said, some Dr. Till or something like that. So those are some, typical coping techniques. Nothing fancy. Now, if you want to take that cruise and go somewhere, hey, you got it, go get it. You want to go do a massage or whatever, amen, go do that. But it's simple things that you can do in your home for yourself. Self-care, always. Anytime you're dealing with something, you're going through it, pour into yourself. That is the very best coping. If you feel like I don't want to be in the house because it's going to make me sad and I'm going to be depressed, well, get out of the house. Who got what? And they got volunteers, people volunteering at the food banks and different churches and whatever else they got, organizations out there feeding people. If you feel like you got this nervous energy and you ain't got nobody else to kick it with and you want to go do something meaningful, you can go volunteer at one of those places. Go help somebody else. Go see a movie. The theater's always open. Go, do something that's going to make you feel good. A healthy something. Don't get the crown apple or the whatever else they got. Don't mess with that.
And don't be causing no scene.
Oh, no. Don't cause no scene. Don't be out there crying and singing and putting on the Santa Claus suit drunk and carrying on. Just don't do that part.
Yeah.
So that's what I got for coping. Y'all got any more? Anything y'all tried that you have found helpful for coping strategies?
The only thing I will add is, first of all, identify what it is you're dealing with. A lot of people don't even realize that they're in that space of grief. They just kind of go through the emotions, right? Identify it. When you're able to identify it, then you're able to cope. That's major. And then also, don't let nobody pressure you. If you feel like saying no, then say no. Let your nose go. Stand on it. Be happy with that no. Yeah.
And to add on to that too, don't let nobody tell you how to grieve. You get a lot of that. Oh, you supposed to grieve this? Nah. You grieve the way you grieve. I'll grieve the way I grieve.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And to add to that, don't let nobody rush your grieving.
That part.
Yeah.
But one thing I
quick to say, oh, you should have been over there like months ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
That part.
Another conversation.
And that's them people projecting again. Because what they feeling now, if they did that in 2 months, hey, you have at it. People can feel what they feel. You take it's been 35 years. Like I said, we okay, but who's to say who's gonna be triggered by something? And it could happen. And that's just life. That's just life.
Yeah. Just don't get no tears in a dressing when you making dressing and start crying. No extra seasoning.
That might
That's some extra salt.
Yeah, I'm about to say that might be the
love.
secret ingredient.
Tears in the dressing. No tears in the mac and cheese.
No tears in the mac and cheese.
Or dressing.
And also too, like what I did personally is find something new to do. Something you've never done before. And get into the scientific aspect of it. When you do something new and cause your brain to really have to figure out, it triggers growth in the brain. I forgot what part of the brain, but it triggers growth, and that triggers like you get a euphoric feeling and blah 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 blah. So it's kind of just like it's a stress reliever, and you get dopamine and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I didn't major in biology, so I can't tell you all the chemical reactions and stuff. But yeah, grief, and then, again, everybody's listening to this. Understand, regardless of if you are a crybaby or a sociopath, you're gonna grieve. Period. That's part of human nature. It's part of human nature. What separates us, what separates those things, is how you do it. It's part of human nature. If you watch nature, period, when you see animals lose something close to them, they'll grieve. You'll hear dogs howl. You'll hear, if you watch National Geographic, you'll see the lions get isolated by themselves when they lose their partner. So it's part of nature. We have to accept that. I don't care how tough you are, you're going to grieve. You may not grieve externally, but you're going to grieve.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna show up in some kind of way, some form of fashion, and it's good to know what it is. Like you all were saying, it's good to know what it is, so you know exactly what you're coping. You know what you're dealing with. If it's anger, you know how to manage that anger and not project it on somebody. If you need to go jog, go hit the gym, go do something. That anger is nothing more than anxiety. You're upset about something and you get a lot of anxiety, a lot of buildup. It could turn into rage. It could turn into all of these things. And that's part of that fight or flight. And if you get to moving, like when we had the kids at school and they having anxiety attacks and they can still walk, it's like, let's walk, come on. And they like, what? I'm like, we walking. And I'm just talking 100 miles an hour to try to get that brain, to try to get it out of that spiral of all this negative thoughts and the anxious thoughts, and to them trying to figure out what in the hell is wrong with Miss Lavalais. And guess what? They come out of it. And so when we are feeling anger, it's good to get busy, find something, clean your house. I would clean up and do all kind of stuff. Get out the house, plant something. It's kind of cold, so I don't know what you might be planting. See what grow in the wintertime. See if you can do something. Be active, be active physically with that. If you're depressed, find some. That's when I would say pour into self more and trying something new, a new hobby, getting out if you can. If not, staying in, but self-care while you're in. If you don't feel like getting dressed and going outside of the house, dealing with people, at least be in the house dealing with you. Get some Epsom salt, Dr. Teal, put some music on, whatever the case may be, something that's going to help soothe you, So, yeah, as long as you know what you're dealing with, that's how you can help yourself.
And the important things about that is, identifying, knowing what you're dealing with is because a lot of people literally don't realize that change of life moments, other than the passing of a person, people also grieve from that. So they're in that place of grief because they may have lost a job, a child went away to college, or, you may have been in the military for 25 years, and then all of a sudden you're not. So, and you're wondering why you're feeling like that because you haven't identified it. So it's not just the physical loss of a person as far as someone dying or passing. Any major change of life moment can cause you to grieve. So be mindful, identify it, and then figure out which coping mechanism works best for you.
Yes, indeed.
Mhm. TK, you been quiet. You all right over there?
I'm good. And I agree. In those moments when you are having whatever that moment is of grief, sit in it, but don't stay in it.
Yeah, definitely. It's the
Get up,
holidays. And
take a
I would tell
walk,
you like this.
something.
Make a plan. Start a like if right now, if you chill, you good, you all right. I'm good. I'm okay today. Today's a good day. Get your journal and make a plan of things that you can do because the holiday is coming. You might be dreading it. It might be whatever. Make you a plan because sometimes when we in it, we just in it and we not thinking about puzzles or whatever. We're not thinking about none of that stuff. But if you make a plan, if you have some things in the toolbox per se, how they say that you could pull from when it starts to hit you, you got some stuff you can grab. You got some things you can do. Go on and get your Dr. Teal. Go on and get your puzzles if that's a thing for you. Coloring pages. I hear a lot of people talk about those coloring pages and how helpful and beneficial they find it. Look and see what's playing at the show. If you're gonna go and do that, or who got what going on. Make a plan for yourself. Put these things around you if you need to. If I ain't going nowhere for Christmas, that's your choice. But put some things in your home that you can easily, okay, I got the Dr. Teal. I'm gonna put the Dr. Teal on and I'm gonna, get in the bathtub and I'm gonna have it. I want to watch some old 90s movies. I'm gonna put Love Jones on and watch that. Whatever the case may be. They got the who is that? 50 Cent got that thing on about Biggie. Who is that? What's the boy name? Puffy. He got Puffy on. Well, I'm staying in the house and watch that. Eddie Murphy got a thing. I'm gonna watch that. Make a plan. Okay, I got a playlist of stuff I want to watch that I don't get to watch regularly because I'm working and all this other stuff. And the holidays, I'm off, and I know I ain't trying to go nowhere. So I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna binge some stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with sitting and binging stuff, child. If that's what you want to do, go on and binge it. Clean your house while you're binging too, because that clutter can make you depressed as well.
Yes, clean up. Yep.
True story. Yep.
I'm in the process of decluttering because I realized, I be moving and shaking, and look at this shit. I need to clean this stuff up. I need to clean it up, Lord help me.
I don't want to talk about my clutter.
And do one room at a time. Be like, all right, today's the living room. I'm gonna get the pledge. They still make pledge. I'm gonna get the pledge and spray that on the stuff.
They still make bread.
And put that gospel music on. That's how my cleanup days. My mom used to make me clean up with that pledge. Mine was all in the furniture. I hated all in the furniture because she always said I didn't do it right. And she'd have the Mighty Clouds of Joy playing in the background. I have to clean up with the Mighty Clouds of Joy. If you know, you know. Okay.
Okay, that's it. Yes, sir.
All right, it's heartbeat.
He called me Scotty from the Whispers.
Uh-oh, go on, brother.
This is what I do. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, I went to the casino Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
I went to 1-star.
Nice.
Pretty decent buffet, you know.
That's what I need to go find me a good buffet. The ones in Lake Charles, I think they got rid of their buffets. Go further in. Yeah.
Oh,
I think COVID messed the buffets up in that area. It's like, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, trying something new. People, like I said, my cousin, they went. They was like, "We not coming to eat with y'all. We're going to do this." I was like, "Yes, do something different." I applauded it. Like that was great. You know, I'm trying to talk my mama into not doing all that cooking one year. Either get it catered or let's go somewhere else. You know?
Yeah, that's what we did. We went to Florida. We was in Orlando.
Nice,
We got a
nice.
whole community of Airbnbs. It was just crazy.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Change the scenery, all that stuff is good. Good for the mind, good for the soul.
And we
Change
did
it up.
what is it? The ice castle joint? The ice sculptures. I ain't never did that.
What y'all was sculpt? They had y'all with a class to sculpt?
Nah, you walk through. It's like it was in a Gaylord, and you walk through it, and they had like different. It was all ice, but they had like different scenes. They had it was a Christmas show, so they had Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Charlie Brown Christmas. What's the other one? Frosty the Snowman. And what was the other one? It was a lot. And then they had the birth of Jesus scene with a big angel, ice angel behind it.
Okay, the nativity.
Yeah.
Nice.
That sounds pretty good.
It was dope. It was just cold. Golly.
I bet indeed. I like to go to the beach. If I could go somewhere for the holidays, I would like a beach with some blue water and some pretty sand. Because Galveston, they say go to Galveston. Galveston, look, I don't want to go to Galveston. I'm scared I catch something at that beach. Something gonna bite me or just something in the water. I remember I went to the Jersey Shore. I went to that beach years ago, thinking like seeing stuff on TV, like, oh, the Jersey Shore. If they didn't have a pad that washed up, I was like, Lord, bring me home. A pad washed up on the beach. I'm like, this is awful. Girl, I kid you not. It was a hot mess. I'm like, this what the people been talking about? The Jersey Shore with this trash. They got it.
Jersey Shore water green.
Man, no Lord. Now I would go back, but not just to go to the beach. You know.
That's why I miss home. That Fort Lauderdale, that blue water. Oh.
Yeah.
That part, I would love to do the beach. I mean, who knows? If I save my coins, it might be me next year. Because I ain't got my coins ain't coining like that for Christmas.
Understood. Understood.
Great information.
Definitely.
Very informative. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is always a much needed topic because we're going through it. We dealing with it. We may not realize it because we just moving and feelings and emotions all over the place, and we just moving until we slow down for the holiday and it all catches up with us. You know, really in essence, that's a lot of what's happening. Then it allows us to realize what's not there, you know. And so make that plan. It's okay to feel what you're feeling.
Yep. Definitely that.
It's okay to say no. It's okay to do something different. Definitely. Yep.
Okay. All right. Y'all got anything else?
I don't.
Oh, I think we covered it.
That's all I have on that one.
Have mercy on yourself.
Give yourself grace.
Yeah.
That's
that
good.
part. That part for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give yourself grace. Have mercy on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Have your moments. I like that, Dia.
Eat ice cream.
Ice cream always makes
Man,
me
I had a fucking patty pie, bro.
Oh, patty pie. The whole
patty pie.
The whole one?
Hey, I'll tell you the story after we get off.
All right,
I'll tell
cool.
you the story after we get off.
I'm just asking. Ice cream always makes me happy, TK. I'm going to Brahms.
I'm trying to stay off of sugar until Christmas.
You try to save up your sugar intake for Christmas?
I'm trying because inflammation is real. So I'm like, you know what? If I know for the holiday, I know I'm gonna eat pie and whatever else they have. I'm not gonna play and act like I'm not girl boo. I'm gonna eat the pie. I'm gonna eat it.
I'll be back tomorrow.
In the meantime, I want to, try to get into the habit of not having it, and I'm giving myself until Christmas. The holiday. I will indulge for the holiday for a couple of days or 3. And then I'm gonna go back to it and have my little okra water and my turmeric and ginger. That part, because the pie, you can still eat it. You can eat it the next day and the next day after that. Yeah, and then I'm gonna get right back on it, do what I need to do. So right now I'm trying. I did good years ago, and I noticed inflammation ain't no joke, child. It's been tearing me up. So it's like I've been reading sugar ain't your friend when it comes to that. So I'm like, well, let me see. And so far, I can tell you, I feel like, okay, I feel a little different. So we shall see.
The only thing I'll say, TK, people that are watching, listen to your bodies, listen to yourself, pay attention to you. Enjoy your family if you can. Enjoy the people that you choose to surround yourself with, and have a great one.
Definitely, self-care is important. Take care of yourself.
Yeah. TK?
I highly agree. Definitely self-care. And sometimes you just have to go somewhere, just have your own moment, be by yourself, like just turn everything off, turn the world off, turn the phone off, all the irritating little people around you that's probably bugging the hell out of you. And be in that moment, just be to yourself. Just have that sense of just quiet and really just decompress and just gather your thoughts. Sometimes you just need a moment.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Any other closing statements, you guys?
This is it. Yeah, you got an outro?
My motto now is be easy. That's it. Be easy.
All right, cool.
Definitely feel that.
All right, well, we will see y'all next week. Following, I think. But we appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell somebody about us, and come back. Peace and love.
All right, and we out.
Yeah, what's up with it? Do it cause I love it and I stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please, none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this. Don't talk about it. Really on the move.